Now, there's been some breaking news that just took place. Apparently, the White House, President Trump just announced that he plans to use countries like South Africa and the others to negotiate the tariffs that he temporarily suspend for 3 months to cut out China or to punish China, which is something that is not good because apparently our ticket or something that will give us the tickets as South Africa is that we need to punish China. And can South Africa really be the country that punishes China? I don't think so. And this could have some massive impact onto South Africa as well, together with other 69 countries or over 70 countries that had been imposed with those massive tariffs that Trump suspended or put to hold until July of 2025. So Trump, they are realizing that whatever they are doing to China, maybe it's not causing enough harm or it's not making China to back down. And therefore now they want to use countries like South Africa to hurt China or to impose tariffs onto China so that China can succumb to more pressure, which, knowing South Africa, I mean, our two-way trade between South Africa and China, you will know that last year it reached $52 billion, and therefore it will be extremely difficult for South Africa to go and punish China. This goes to the other countries. China, you will know that it's making countries all over the world. It's bringing so much benefit to the countries all over the world. We've been talking about some of the products that even your luxury brands are selling. They are being produced in China, and therefore, if other countries are to impose or fight with China, China is going to hit them back. Also with the tariffs, which is something that is not good and something that I don't see it happening. So for us, what it means in South Africa is that we could lose AGOA. Chances of us losing AGOA are increasing because I don't think we'll turn our back to China, because China has been a good partner or trade partner to South Africa, which is why our two-way trade has now increased or benefits China, benefits South Africa so much in a way that even the two-way trades that resulted into that $52 billion, South Africa, I'm quite certain that our economy was boosted by over $26 billion, or our exports into China were valued at over $26 billion, which shows you how important China is to the South African economy. And Trump wanting to use this as a ticket to hurt, of course, China, it will not happen. And this is not only in South Africa. China has been helping quite a number of countries in terms of getting some of the products at a cheap cost, at a low price, because you will know the products that we are getting in China, they are not only cheap, but these products recently, most of them are of top quality, because what we are seeing into China producing these products that we use day to day, the quality has improved, the quality has changed, which is something that, knowing that we are getting good quality or we are getting some decent or great products at a good price, I don't think countries will be willing to let that go, because the two-way trade, like I said, between South Africa and China is doing so well. China, it is our top trade partner globally, and we cannot jeopardize or we cannot say we are going to punish China for the fact that USA is saying so. They can't dictate that. They can't call those shots. I think we should stand firm, South Africa should stand firm, together with the other countries, because whatever cards that the United States of America is playing to China, it's not working. Clearly it's not working, and they realize that they cannot bring China down alone. The China is, for them to bring China down, they need to get also all the other countries to turn their back onto China, which is not going to happen. Earlier this week, we saw the EU busy in talks with China, talking about scraping off the tariffs completely onto EV cars, which is something that was so great. We have seen a deal of China and Australia, the meat deal, which we have spoken about also, which that shows you that other countries want to do business with China, and therefore Trump wanting these other countries to not do business with China or to cut business with China, it won't work, because guess what it does? It reduces or cuts down the growth of the economy of all the other countries, including our very own South Africa. All these countries that Trump imposed tariffs, including us, South Africa. So I don't think it's going to happen. Trump does not have to dictate like that. In as much as yes, it's going to be painful, but chances now, I see what some of the analysts are saying. AGOA could be gone, because I don't think South Africa will bend down to this. I mean, China is our biggest trade partner globally, and we cannot punish China like that. We are part of BRICS, and you will know that already. Because of that, we have been receiving already. We have lost so much already from the United States of America. We have lost support. So I think the AGOA trade deal, $3 billion, it's going to be painful. A lot of people are going to lose jobs, which is not good. But I think our relationship with China, we cannot tamper with that relationship, because China has been good to South Africa. China has been one of the countries that are contributing the most onto South Africa's economy, and therefore we cannot play those cards. If Trump wants to punish us with tariffs, I think it better so be it than us trying to fight with China. He cannot use these cards. I mean, they cannot dictate. That's the problem that sometimes I have with them. With President Trump, he wants to control everything. I mean, he must control what America does. He must control how the America trade works, but he cannot come and want to dictate from how trade works of over 70 countries with China. He cannot come and dictate what happens between South Africa and China, what happens between Brazil and China, what happens between India and China. He cannot dictate that. And coming and say this last night, I'm realizing two things, or I see two things, and that is, like I told you, USA see that whatever they are doing to China is not working. That is the bottom line, because otherwise there won't be no need for this. If USA was as strong as they are saying, that them imposing tariffs onto China could cripple China, I suppose there's no use, or there's no reason why they would want to ask for help from other 70 countries to say that let's punish China together. I don't see why they would use this strategy. It simply means one thing: US has failed. United States of America, the Trump administration has failed to punish China. Tariffs are not working onto China. They are really, really jealous seeing China striking deals amidst these trade tensions between them. I mean, currently Xi Jinping has been traveling to Vietnam and other Asian countries, trying to strike some deals, trying to be closer to those countries, and Trump does not like this. China has been in talks with the EU. China has been doing well with other countries, and Trump does not like that. You will remember that China, when they responded to these Trump tariffs, they say they don't care if they lose China. They don't care if they use. They don't care if they lose the United States of America as their trading partner. If America wants to lock themselves out, so be it. And can I tell you something? If these countries does not succumb to what the United States of America is saying, which I can tell you now, over half of those countries are not going to agree to this. They will rather take the hit of the tariffs. Can I tell you what's going to happen? What's going to happen is, obviously, the cards will be completely gone for the United States of America. And guess what? They'll be left with no choice but to go in and negotiate with China. I think this is their last card. They are going to try this card, and if it does not work, which I think it's not going to, because why would you punish China, man? China has been that company that globally it's bringing some massive impact. Globally, it's bringing some massive change, which is something that obviously it's a good thing. And I mean, if we're to choose between AGOA or US trade, which equates to $17 billion against the $27 billion that we make on our exports to China, or with our exports to China, I say one way, without even hesitating, let's go for China, and let's leave US, man. I know it's going to be painful, but when it comes to choosing, we need to choose wisely. And remember, what you choose or how countries will make decision right now, it's not just a decision for this year. If you turn your back against China, remember China is a rising power. China, in the next couple of years, they are going to be the strongest economy in the world. And if you turn your back into China, China will turn your back on you. This will result into those countries not reaping the good benefits of being trade partners with China. And yeah, they have to think twice. It's not just about what is happening now, but it's about what's coming also in the future. I've told you about Redelio, changing world order video. That thing is going to happen whether US likes it or not, and that is for the that's the one reason why they want to involve other plus 70 countries to help them fight China, because they cannot do it on their own. This is what is happening. But anyways, I say, in my opinion, let's not barge in. Let's rather prepare ourselves for the worst. We could lose AGOA. Yeah, things could be bad for us, but let's not succumb to the pressure of the United States of America, because especially with us, South Africa, after, if we are to turn our back on China, guess what is going to happen next? US is going to use BRICS as another negotiating factor, where they will say we need to pull out of BRICS, and that, my friends, we cannot do. So South Africa, let's just agree that it's fine, whatever comes, but we are not going to turn our backs onto China, because China has been good to this country, which is something that is great. Otherwise, thought that, just thought I give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. I think we need to brace ourselves for what's coming. Let's continue monitoring this. I'll give you the heads up, I'll give you the update, which is why don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to like this video, because it's still going to be 2025. So many things are still going to happen, and yeah, we just need to brace ourselves for what's coming. But anyways, I'll give you the latest developments, or I'll give you the news as they come. That is why I'm saying don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.